All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. All right, in today's lesson, we're going to go into, exposing Esau's weaknesses. All right, we're going to go into exposing Esau's weaknesses, because the Lord is, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is exposing our main enemy, Esau. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1, and we'll go on down, several verses here. Yeah, we'll go down quite a bit, probably to like the 5th or 6th verse. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. See that? Because right here in America was built on rape, robbery, and murder, lies and deception, witchcraft and sorcery. See, so this is why the Lord is cutting all of this, the strongholds down, just by the word, because this place is not built on, loyalty and, justice. It's not built on, truth. So that's why this word is so much of a hindrance to the wicked. Why? Because this place is truly built on lies. Because if it wasn't, these leaders, these elites wouldn't give a damn. They wouldn't have YouTube moderators. They wouldn't have spies and agents all over the place trying to silence the word. So why is this so much of a hindrance? Because this place is built on lies. If it was based on truth, okay, these elites wouldn't give a damn. Like, who are those people, on the corners, speaking that Bible? See, they're like, yeah, whatever, let them. It doesn't even matter. See that? But why are these elites bothered? Because it does matter. It makes a big difference. Because this place is was built up on lies. So this word destroys their strongholds. It destroys their protection. It destroys the way they look. Okay, their loftiness. Remember that movie Independence Day, the first one, with Will Smith? If you guys ever seen that movie Independence Day with Will Smith, remember how towards the end when they fought that big old, the mothership, whatever, when the so-called UFOs enter the atmosphere, okay, then they kind of breach like their power system, and then like those that big old UFO, it had like a shield, like a protection shield, Oh wait, you know what? Let me see. Was that Oh no, that was War of the Worlds. Okay, this was War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. All right, Salakia. All right, this was War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. And remember, yeah, those so-called UFOs came out of the ground, and then they had those, they had those, what do you call it? They had those, like that protective, like, invisible shield around those spaceships. Do you guys remember that? Okay, so when it had those invisible, like space, it had those invisible like protection around those spaceships. All right, then remember towards the end of the movie, remember they couldn't the army, the military, they couldn't fire against those UFOs. Remember, because they had like a shield around those ships. Remember that? Okay, so now what happened is that remember Tom Cruise goes, hey, he goes, look at the birds, because the birds were literally landed on the ship. Okay, so this is what you have to understand. Okay, this is what you gotta understand, because the birds, landed on the ship. All right. So the protection that they had was gone. All right, it was gone. So that's why Tom Cruise goes. Remember, if you guys ever seen that movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, remember at the end, those protective shields were gone. You know, it was done or something like that. And then the militaries they couldn't hit those spaceships, the so-called UFOs. Remember? And then so what happened was that what happened was that you know, Tom Cruise goes, look at the birds, because the birds actually landed on the ship, you know? So that's when, the military's like, well, shoot at them now, because for some reason their protective shield, wear out. Okay, so that's kind of like what's happening right now, okay? Because the Lord is exposing these devils. Because to the world for a long time, the so-called white man was untouchable, This world looked at the so-called white man like they were gods. See that? So the Lord is Yahweh Shemel Shai is using his prophets, to cut that shield down and to show that you Israelites out there that look at these are our enemies, these are their weaknesses. Okay, this is how they move. Okay, this is how they operate. Check it out. Okay, that way you guys can have the inside and out, not just okay, Esau's the wicked. No, we'll break it down to you everything. Okay, because different prophets have they have different strengths. All right, they have different strengths. So that goes into everything. Different brothers are good in the stones. Different brothers are good in the history. There's bros that are good with the military and all that. Different prophets have different strengths. All right, so the Lord is breaking down, chopping down that protective system of the like that invisible protective shield of Esau. Okay, and what is it doing? It's crippling him. It's breaking his foundation, because it's exposing him. So it's making him weaker, because now the world can see him that he ain't that mighty man. Just like the movie Wizard of Oz. Remember when they pulled back that curtain? Remember the first Wizard of Oz? All right, and remember how that first Wizard of Oz, he had that. Remember how he had that? They had that big old loud voice, and then when at the end of the movie they pull back. They pull back that. They pull back that. The curtain. They pulled back that curtain, and remember it was just some small little dude behind that curtain. So that's what the Lord's doing. He's opening that curtain and showing you, look at this is Esau. This is who he really is. They're not who they say they are. Okay, they say that they're gods and they're all that. They're clearly not. Okay, they're clearly not. All right, clearly not. You guys ever seen that video of Donald Trump dancing? It just shows you, this they don't even got no rhythm, but they're ready to fight the Lord and the angels. Get out of here. This is what you have to understand. So the Lord is breaking our enemies down by exposing them, their weaknesses. Okay, and remember, as more closer as we get, the Lord's gonna keep exposing them, because everyone, a lot of people know about Illuminati, the bankers, but now you're starting to learn how they work. Okay, because now we're starting to go in deep. We're starting to go into the bolts and nuts of things. So it's the Lord is destroying that invisible force field, that invisible shield that Esau, that the left hand side had for a long time. That's why they rule in secrecy. Nobody don't say nothing, because if you expose them, then how's their power? See? So that's why the Lord's exposing them, because they got no power no more. See, because they're weak, That's why they rule with secrecy. All right, the right hand side, there's no secrets, You know everything about them. Okay, because they're just literally they're out here. You know everything about them. They ain't they don't go to a secret club, Saturday nights, and you have to go to an underground spot, give a secret code. No, the brothers are literally out here, working these jobs just like you and I, you know. When we go teach right there in the street corners. We're not in some church, and behind some secret door in a secret room, you know, teaching from the Book of the Dead. No, we're teaching from the King James Bible, straight up, no phony shit. It's straight up, from the book. We ain't over here guessing and coming up with our own words. No, we're coming straight out the book. See, and linking it to prophecy, and linking it to worldly events. See that, linking up. Okay, like this is the Russians. All right, Isaiah 13 and 17, talking about the Lord. Is going to use the Russians to get this nuclear war started, and so forth. Just for an example. So the Lord is weakening our enemies, okay, by exposing them. But now the Lord is going deeper by, showing how they operate, what do they have, okay, to show you, all right, because, the Lord has angels too, the Lord has angels, the Lord has soldiers, okay, the Lord has prophets, messengers. Remember, there's different offices, so different brothers have different strengths, okay. So, it's just like it's just like a, like a frontline soldier, that's in a war. Let's say they're about to go to war, like with Iraq, whatever. If there's a frontline soldier right there in the front, they could tell the people, okay, what do they, okay, what does Iraq have? Like, let's say they met like in the field somewhere, that frontline soldier can tell you, okay, look, they got tanks. All right, they got some, they got some drones over there. Okay, they got about 5,000 groundmen. Okay, they got some jets right here. See? So this is what the frontliners can tell you, because they're actually seeing, okay, look, this is what's going on. See that? Because they're on the front lines. You see that? So they can actually tell you, okay, look, this is what the enemy's got. This is what they got, See, this is why the man of the Lord go into that, because now about the wicked, but now the Lord's gonna go in more to weaken them even more. Okay, to show them, okay, look, this is that. Look, this is their witches, this is their insiders, these are their gate keepers. See, that is gonna go more and more. Okay, the Lord's gonna put more and more pressure on these devils to show you that they're a bunch of wimps. Okay, the Lord's gonna lift up their skirts. All right, more and more, more and more. Remember, the Lord knows exactly who you spies are for the left-hand side. Remember that, okay? Remember that. Remember, the Lord's just playing with you. Okay, remember, the Lord's just playing around with you. He knows exactly who you are. Nahum chapter 3, verse 2. The noise of a whip and the noise of a rattling of the wheels and the prancing horses and the jumping chariots. Okay, so right there, that's talking about these cars. All right, these cars. Because in these cities you have these vehicles, it's very loud out here, with trucks and, all these cars and stuff. All right, so the Lord is exposing this man, and so it's weakening his power, because now the righteous, now the people who don't like the elites, okay, now the righteous, you have time to prep. You have information now. You have more information, like, okay, look, this is how they operate. This is how they move. Okay, this is what they have. This is their weaknesses. This is what they can do. This is what they can't do, because they do have restrictions. They're not just, they're not just unlimited and they're unstoppable. Not at all. Okay, they're gonna be stopped in 1 hour. The Lord says He got them in 1 hour. You have to remember that. Okay, the Lord says He's gonna stop them in 1 hour. This is what you have to understand. All right. So this is a major, a very major thing, because the Lord is, not only is the Lord gonna keep exposing these devils, but real soon, remember, you guys are gonna see the angels actually, fighting the left-hand side out here. Raw, right here, raw, right on your street, right in front of your house, because the battle right now, it's a silent war. Okay, nobody knows. The only one who knows is between us, the right-hand side, and the left-hand side. Okay, nobody really knows what's going on. Only between us. Okay, but pretty soon it's going to be, because Esau is going to make his move. And we pray it's sooner than later. Because remember, the sooner he makes his move, the sooner he gets his ass kicked. All right, because the right hand side is gonna get him easily. All right, it's gonna be playtime out here, and those are facts, baby. Remember, with a smile, saying it with a smile. Okay, not mad at all. Okay, we're out here eating cupcakes and cookies. Laughing at Esau with a smile, a sincere smile, not a fake smile. Just to make you mad. No, these smiles are sincere. Okay, we're laughing at your goofy asses, and that's straight up. Those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. So, the Lord is actually, you guys are actually gonna see the angels actually fighting, the left hand side out here. Okay, that's next. So the Lord, the angels are gonna go grab up, these, all these bad people. The angels are gonna do a mighty work out here. In the left hand side, they're gonna fight back because they have robots. Remember, they have robots, they have androids, super soldiers, and all that. So you guys are actually gonna see, the angels actually fighting out here against the left hand side. That's next, because they can't keep hiding forever. That's the thing. They hide from the rest of the world, but the angels know exactly who they are, and the Lord knows exactly who they are. So pretty soon it's gonna be a real fight out here, out here on the streets. You know. Oh, absolutely. You're gonna see the 144 receive spiritual power, okay, against Esau's drones, his super soldiers, his cyborgs, whatever Esau has. I mean, we're not gonna go down the list. I mean, he has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of toys. So you're not gonna go exactly, all the way into that. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau, is he's pretty much he's being exposed. So that's what you're gonna see next. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're gonna see next. All right. Nahum chapter 3 verse 3. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is the end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. Okay, right. They stumble upon their corpses. So this is what you have to understand, because this is how many dead bodies are gonna be out there. Okay, this is how many dead bodies are gonna be out here, because the left hand side, they can't just keep on giving subliminal messages during license plates, because the left hand side, they can't say nothing, but they can give messages with their license plates. This is how big queers they are. Can you imagine? They can't say nothing, but they can only give messages through license plates. Imagine that. And when they drive by, they're like, yeah, we showed them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is how weak our enemies are on the left hand side. They can't say nothing to us. All they can do is give us subliminal messages during with license plates. Can you imagine? We're telling you, they're straight queers. And they say that they're ready for war. They're a complete joke. I mean, that's unheard of. When somebody somebody says that they're gonna destroy somebody, but they can't. And they're actually trying. That's the thing, is because the left hand side, they're actually trying right now to destroy the right hand side, but they can't. They're actually trying. And the right hand side right now, the men of the Lord, they're just literally sitting down, just going to work, just reading the Bible, doing their shows. The left hand side is literally attacking them all the time, and they can't destroy them. And that's what's funny. Remember the key word, because they're trying to destroy them. They're actually trying. See that? But they can't do it. See that? And that's the hilarious part. That's like unheard of. Imagine that they're trying to destroy somebody in their own kingdom and they can't do it. Do you even realize how soft that sounds? How weak that sounds? That right there pretty much is that right there is unheard of. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. You see? Nahum chapter 3 verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts. See, witchcrafts, because they're all about witchcraft, sorceries. Okay, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. There it is. Because the Lord's exposing these clowns, showing you, what it is. Nahum chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. So the Lord is against these rulers here. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. See that? So the Lord's lifting up your guys' skirts on the left-hand side, saying, look at these queers. The Lord's just laughing at these dudes. The Lord don't give a damn how many agents you got out here, how many retarded clones, all right, how many insiders you guys have as people, because you have neighbors that are brothers, but they're really insiders for the left-hand side. The Lord knows who you retards are. You guys can't hide. But this is how retarded the left-hand side are. They literally believe that they're not being watched. So the Lord's like, okay, you guys don't believe you're being watched? All right, let me expose them a little more. Let's put some more pressure. Let's put some more pressure on them. Okay, let's light a fire underneath their asses. Facts. You imagine the Lord starts telling the prophets, all right, let's start naming names and giving locations. Imagine. Huh? Yeah, who knows? Remember, the Lord's gonna keep that pressure on the left-hand side until they roll this bad boy down. Until they shut this bad boy down. You imagine? You imagine the Lord activates one of the 144. He goes around and just picks up everybody, picks up all like the undercovers on the left-hand side, and just grabs them out of their houses like Brightburn. Yeah, there's a lot that's gonna happen out here. That's the thing, because that's what's next. That's what's next, because the Lord is like, look at these dudes. They're not men of war, at all. You guys, that's what you have to understand. That's why they sell out, because they're they're used to just women and money and fame and snacks. What the hell is that? Facts. That ain't nothing. And I will show thy nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. See that? So the Lord is showing now the world your shame. Okay? Nahum chapter 3, verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. So the Lord is saying that you guys are becoming a laughing stock. Okay, because you're actually the Lord's exposing you. You guys. You can talk trash all you want, but remember what you want, and what you're gonna get are two different things. See, Oh, absolutely. See, so this is why the Lord is saying you're a gazing stock. They can talk trash all they want. Yeah, they hate the left hand, they hate the right hand side, they hate the Lord. All right, well, can anyone do anything about it? Going once, going twice, to the best assassins out there. Is there anybody out there that can do the job? With all these retards on Esau's payroll, there's not one of you queers that can get the job done. Going once, going twice, crickets. Thought so. You guys are all queers. Sit down and shut up. And because you guys are going up against real men. Facts, baby. So this is why the Lord's saying you guys are becoming a laughing stock. And the Lord just has to point things out. The Lord's already laughing at you, and the Lord hasn't even got on the battlefield yet. See? So the Lord is exposing our enemies. Because remember, Yahweh and the angels are gonna come down here, and they are gonna fight in World War III. So you gotta remember that. The Lord's not like these leaders. Okay, they have to talk about it and go to war. And get things signed. No, the Lord's just gonna come down here with the angels. They're a war of the old school. See that? The war of the old school. Yeah, because remember, the angels are rough. You know, so you're gonna know you the left hand side, you're gonna get it, you know, raw and up front, you know? Facts. It ain't gonna be just, you know, oh, okay, you know, the Lord's mad at you, okay, the Lord and the angels, they're gonna press a button. Okay, say I won't, you know, say I won't. No, the angels are gonna come down here and deal with the left hand side personally, you know, right up in front of your face, you know, and destroy you and your children. Facts, you know? So go ahead, you know, eat your cheeseburgers, you know, get the food in your system while you can, you know, because the angels are not like these nations out here where it's just, all right, you know, all right, they're going to send a missile, all right, they're going to press a button, you know, the Lord's going to press a button, don't make the Lord press a button, you know, this is what the world has resulted to, all right, oh, okay, don't make that leader mad because they're going to press a button. Press a button? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? You know, you're not men of war no more. It came down to, hey, all right, we're gonna press that button. Press the fucking button. You know, you queers. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? But this is how war came to. You know, it's not too much more now. Like, you know, raw and up front. It's just it came down to, all right, I'm gonna press the button. Fucking press the button. Or, oh, I'm gonna sue you. What the hell? You know, man, the Lord and the angels can't laugh at you. You're making it too funny. Okay, it's too funny. You know, that's why the men of the Lord, they don't even need cable TV. All we have to do is just watch the left hand side and just laugh at you clowns. You know, because it's too funny. It's too funny. It's too funny. You know. So how can we be serious? How can we even be mad? Remember, you're a laughing stock. You know. How can we even be mad? So with that, remember, to the righteous out there, stay prayed up, stay patient. Don't worry about our enemies. Okay, do the best you can. All right, be honest and stay on the path. Okay, the Lord is exposing our enemies, and He's gonna do more and more. Okay, as each day goes on. All right, so with that, stay prayed up, stay in the spirit. On your feet, soldier. Shalom.